Um, One exhausted morning, you woke up to the sound of singing birds. He was about to go out to the fields when suddenly his mom, Amy, called him to tell him something important. Loud.
You sit down, I have something to tell you. I can't hold this line much longer.
What is it you wanted to tell me?
You're adopted.
What? I'm adopted?
Your real father is a samurai and your mother passed away after she gave birth to you, and you have two younger half-sisters.
Why didn't my dad take care of me?
At dawn, you gathers his things and gets ready to leave when he hears his stepdad.
I know you are getting ready to leave, so I think it's time I give you something very valuable of mine.
Yu's dad leaves for a brief moment and then comes back with a samurai sword, long, black, and engraved with a word, eternal, and big red letters.
Thank you, Father. I shall use it for protection and for battle.
I know you
With that, Yu is on his way to find his real father. Since the journey is long, Yu hitches a ride on a caravan that is going to the same destination as him. Yu finally gets to where he was going, and for the next couple of days, he spends them asking about his father and directions on how to get to him. A man gives Yu directions on how to get to the samurai, and before he knows it, he is standing in front of his father's home, waiting for the door to open. When the door finally opens, Yu is surprised to see two young girls, almost his age, maybe 1 or 2 years younger, standing at the door.
Hello, how can I help you? Are you lost?
Looks like a beggar to me. Wouldn't you agree?
Be my sisters. So, who are you looking for? No one in particular?
Yes, actually, I was looking for your father, samurai.
What business do you have?
Well, I shall like to discuss it with him personally.
Well, then come in. He will be down in a moment. Oh, who do you think that strange boy could be from?
I don't know, but I'll find out. Mitty and her sister go downstairs and try to listen to the conversation between their father and the strange boy.
So boy, speak. Who are you and what have you come to ask?
Yu just stared with amazement at the great samurai before him. When Yu finally found his voice, he spoke in a strong, audible voice.
Fair samurai, I am your son, the product of you and your first true wife.
If you are my son, prove it.
Yu then takes out the sword that his foster father had given him before he had left. Raikou then looked at the sword with shock and a bit of happiness. Raikou had given it to Yu's foster father, a peasant in a lower class, to give it to Yu when he made his great journey.
So you are telling the truth, boy. I mean son. Very well. I will take you as my own and teach you the ways of the samurai.
Outside the door, the two girls were in disbelief of what they had just heard. A brother how could that be, if they are in an upper ruling class? Yes, I heard. But unlike you, this news does not excite me. I will not let a stranger come into my home and claim what is not his.
Whatever you're thinking of against the stranger, count me in.
Very well. We will start planning our revenge. Our revenge right away.
Now that you will be living in my home, you will need to meet your half-sisters, daughters. Come down and meet your new brother.
Like if on cue, the two sisters come down to greet their new brother.
My name is Mickey. Nice to meet you.
I'm Rena. Nice to meet you too. Welcome to our home.
Thanks, my name is Yu, and a pleasure to meet you.
Well, now that we're all getting to know each other, how about we talk over dinner?
During dinner, Yu tells his new family about his old life in the fields. where he used to work as a peasant. While their father is entertained with you, the two girls put their plan into motion.
Father, can we be excused?
Of course.
Do you have the poison? Do you have the poison?
Of course I do.
When the girls returned to dinner, they noticed that Yu was already eating. The girls were very satisfied when the plan and they noticed that Yu was already turning bright red and he couldn't read correctly.
You don't look so good. Mickey, call the doctor.
The doctor came over as fast as he could and checked Yu. He said it was just something he ate and that in the morning he would be all right. I wouldn't be so sure. Every day brings something new and every day an accident happens. I'm thinking of taking my brother on a final tour. The next morning, while the girls took Yu on a tour, weird things happened. Like Yu almost being sliced by swords, being bitten by a snake, almost being run over by a horse, and almost drowning in a river. For 4 days, this revenge of Rena and Mickey went on until they realized nothing was working, but that didn't stop them.
What are we going to do now? Nothing that we try has worked. Why don't we just give up?
I never give up. I'm going to stab you straight in the heart if I have to. He's not going to take away my power that I've worked for, nor my honor.
I want the power too, but I will not kill for that.
Too late. You agreed to help me and you will help me. Or do you want a stranger to hug up your pride? The next day, as Reno with the help of Mickey, she put their plan in action. Right at dawn, she went to Yu's room with a sword, dagger, and was about to stab Yu right through the heart when suddenly Yu woke up and reflected the blow with his sword. Mickey then threw some ninja stars at him, and one hit him in his arm. Yu was forced into a room that was a big trap. The first trap was arrows being shot by gunpowder on top of Yu's head. Luckily, he had a shield and did not suffer any damage. Mickey then got out a blow dart. Yu ran into the second trap, which was a trap floor full of spikes. He fell but hung onto a rope, pulled himself up, and arrow shot down, injured him, and the dart hit him, and Yu fell into the spikes and was finished.
That's it. He died?
Yeah.
The end.